4-note groups, called tetrachords, were discovered ages ago, yet very few guitar players know how to make use of this essential device. If you are tired of endless scale and mode patterns, imagine mastering just 24 tiny bits that you can combine into any scale or mode in any key and position. Tetrachords are the building blocks of scales and modes. As a trained guitar teacher with IT experience, I focus on delivering effective information with minimal effort on your part. Ready to give it a try? Each scale or mode consists of 2 tetrachords or 4-note groups. This can make our lives much easier because we have only 8 tetrachord permutations to deal with. They combine to form 64 kinds of scales and modes disregarding the key. Let's focus on the major tetrachord first in order to understand how the system works. The structure of the major tetrachord is whole step, half step. The example notes could be C, D, E, F. 2 major tetrachords separated by a tone form a major scale. Let's see it on a single string. Learning to build tetrachords on 2 strings provides a sufficient level of control. From now on you will be able to choose the starting finger. Try to play the major tetrachord up and down in 3 ways. Here's an example. Two-string tetrachords look the same on all string sets, except for the set of 3rd and 2nd strings, which is slightly distorted due to the asymmetry of standard tuning. Let's build a major scale. As you can see, 2 tetrachords with identical structures cover different parts of the scale. Therefore, it's better to think of them in terms of the scale steps they take. 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrachord and 5, 6, 7, 1 tetrachord. Pay attention that the 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrachord has its root at the bottom, while 5, 6, 7, 1 tetrachord has its root at the top. Now we can see that the same tetrachord shape can have its root either at the top or at the bottom, depending on where it's used. Connecting 2 tetrachords can be difficult because the gap size may differ in different scales or modes. But we can fix this quickly by switching the tetrachords so they share the same root and have no gap in between. This way of connecting allows us to copy-paste the fingering patterns and achieve a beautiful symmetry, which I personally call a butterfly. We can play the same scale symmetrically in 3 ways, each time beginning from a different finger. Now we can follow the octaves on the fretboard using the same pattern, or just populate the positions. This way you can build any scale or mode, the logic stays the same. You just need to replace one or both major tetrachords with a tetrachord of another kind. Here are all 8 tetrachord types. Some of them contain not only semitones and tones in their structure, but also 1.5 tone sized intervals. Learn them one by one, comparing the new material with what you already know. Find the musical context for every new tetrachord. With all the knowledge you already have, you are now able to construct many fingering permutations for a long list of scales and modes. But this requires some work. To update the major tetrachord fingerings, turning them into other kinds of tetrachords, and to detect the tetrachord pairs for each scale or mode. If you are smart enough and patient, I am sure you can do it on your own. However, if you would like to save time, I have done the heavy lifting for you. Please check the download link in the video description. There you will find 8 types of tetrachords, all tetrachord fingering permutations, scale construction examples, and listed tetrachord pairs for 20 plus kinds of scales and modes that I personally find most useful and interesting. Even if we feel comfortable within any isolated octave, we still have blind spots while expanding the range. For greater control, we need to dig deeper into fretboard navigation techniques. By knowing the tetrachord limits and internal structure, you can even calculate their fingerings on the fly. The set of mini shapes is really effective in the beginning, but over time you should outgrow it. The topic of fretboard navigation as a whole is covered by my Ultimate Fretboard Navigation Framework. You can get an idea of how it works in the Method Overview playlist. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.